Absolutely. Absolutely.
But on that note, is
Amen,
Goldberg
brother.
ungrateful?
Fuck yeah, man. This guy is one of the most ungrateful fucking wrestlers to ever
Motherfucker.
grace the ring. First off, I watched that entire Goldberg run live. I was a kid. I was 8 or 9 years old in 97 and 98. And he couldn't wrestle. This was somebody that was fast tracked straight to the top before he really did too much PC work, like where he was, not really, he wasn't polished, right? He didn't have an amateur career. He didn't go through the indies, right? This is somebody who didn't go through, crowd work, none of this stuff. So, and I think it was the answer. It was WCW's answer to Stone Cold, right? And he was hot, man. Don't get me wrong, man. I compare him to the Ultimate Warrior, man. He had the look. His moves were explosive, but it was because his moves were real. Like he was really hurting people out there.
Really
so yeah, yeah. So it did look good. You know what I mean?
Bill Goldberg.
Yeah, I mean, he ended Brett's career. No, I'm just playing. I don't know. Brett wrestled three more matches after Bill Goldberg's. Not a lot of people know that.
Recovered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were the three matches where he was like, "Fuck, I can never do this again." It's Goldberg irreparably fucked me.
Yeah.
That man single-handedly gave that man dementia and CTE.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. So and my thing is Goldberg is a mark. That's what he reminds me of. He's just a mark. He's a mark for himself.
For himself.
For himself, he's a mark for himself. And you know what? The people that broke him into the business, the people that he had to deal with was Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Hulk Hogan. Imagine that cutthroat environment in WCW. So, he had to protect himself. So I'll cut him a little bit of slack of where like he's constantly going to battle for himself. He's constantly trying to be, protect himself in the ring and make himself go over. And so this is why he just straight up obliterates people in the ring sometimes. But yeah, no excuse though. I mean, wrestling's not about that. Wrestling's not about that. Go to UFC. Go to UFC and fucking hurt people like that. That's where you hurt people at. Yeah. WWF is a show, guys. Right? I mean, we all know this, right? Like every fan watching right now, it's a show, right? Like it's a it's actually a soap opera for boys. That's what wrestling is. It's a soap opera.
And then you get this fucking guy. He's been handed his entire career, catered to more than any superstar in existence, given an undefeated run straight from day one as a nobody who did put no time in developmental or indies, skyrocketed, fed some of the best and most legendary wrestlers on the planet, got a fucking comeback in the WWE with a championship run, got the Universal title, and then still went online and talked shit about how they owe him. They owed him a retirement match. They give him this fucking retirement match, which how do you expect someone to give you something while talking shit about them? But they did, which is even more wild.
Yeah.
And then you continue to talk shit about it. Bro.
No, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, they didn't need to give him shit. I was even surprised.
You don't deserve shit.
I was surprised they even gave him anything. Like I was surprised, like when I'm watching this shit and they're like, "Oh, Goldberg's gonna come back. He's gonna fight Gunther." I'm like, why? Why? I don't understand why. Oh, he deserves a retirement match. Does he? He didn't have one already? I thought he had one already. I thought his last match was a retirement match. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. And Gunther did a hell of a job, weathering that storm of Goldberg in the ring, and he made like an okay match out of it, the best he can. To me, Gunther is one of the new goats. If we're talking, in today's wrestling right now, him, Seth Rollins, I mean, CM Punk, these guys are, just over like Rover, man. These guys are great in the ring. But no, yeah, I mean, Bill Goldberg, and then they cut his fucking shit short, and then they showed it on YouTube, right? They did try to do him a solid and show the full one on YouTube, which I feel like everybody can watch. Everybody can watch that.
It's like, again, Goldberg is not grasping the concept that the industry he's in is a fucking TV show, and all regular scheduled programming is on a timetable, an hour time slot. And if you go and cut a fucking promo, it's gonna get cut off by NBC. You're on NBC, primetime television.
And to me, he was in Atlanta. He was in his home crowd. Hey, save that good stuff for the home crowd, man. It's called a house show. Hey, you know what I mean? Turn it into a house show. Yeah,
right.
The whole world,
that's my biggest point too. Is like, if it was really about the fans and not your ego, what does it matter? You had that moment with the fans in attendance. You had that speech, that special. You had to be their moment, but you had a problem with it because that's not what it was about. It was about his fucking ego.
It was all about his ego. He felt like he looked bad. He felt like he was disrespected. This guy's whole career, he felt like he was disrespected, and they fucking booked him to win a 200-0. It was like, bro, hey, when Kevin Nash beat him in WCW, they had to have Scott Hall cattle prod him, bro. Like, it was a babyface versus babyface match. Believe it or not, the guy we just kind of, maybe talk a little shit about, Kevin Nash. He was over, man. He was the leader of the Wolfpack back then. Like, he was a babyface, big sexy. Like, he was a babyface. Yes, was he booking? Yeah. Was it the right decision for Goldberg to finally fucking lose? Absolutely, man. 200-0. They cattle prodded him. He damn near kicked out at fucking 3.5. It's not like he was even out of it. Get the fuck out of here, man. I wish I had a run like that. I wish you know what I'm saying? You know how many people wish they would have had a run like Bill fucking Goldberg, man? Give me a break, dude.
Give me a fucking break.
No chemistry. Chemistry, barely with the crowd. He would just look at him and be like, and be like that. That's your fucking chemistry? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's the only thing I learned from him when I was a kid. I want people to think I'm fucking crazy, go to jail, walk in the county. I'm in there like Goldberg, baby. What's up? Oh, leave this fucking guy alone. That's all, dude. And then you do that in the streets and you get fucking slapped across the head. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't even, it's just, no chemistry at all. No in-ring ability. Trash. I mean, here it's just let's take the trashiest person in the world and build him as the most beatable guy ever. That was Bill Goldberg. And if you're a fucking Bill Goldberg fan, I'm sorry, dude. You got shitty taste in everything. I don't even want to hear your music. I don't want to hear your opinions on
somebody
nothing.
Came at me on YouTube and said Bill Goldberg was in his top 5.
I just got nothing to say to that. Like, if you like that should be on one of the tests to see if somebody's insane or not. Like, we're gonna slip in a Bill Goldberg question. Hey, is Bill Goldberg your Mount Rushmore of wrestling? Absolutely. All right, man. Lock this fucking guy up, man. Lock this fucking guy up. This guy, he's clearly, he won't get hired. Yeah, give him the simple job. He's a fucking simpleton. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Speaking of fucking, go ahead.
Yeah, no, he had a hell of a career. He had a hell of a career. He should be grateful for everything. He gets to walk away healthy on his own terms. You know, that's it. That's all. Shut your bitch ass up. And
Nothing's ever good enough, Bill Goldberg.
yeah,
I'm
what's that
never
power
calling him
surge?
Goldberg again, bro. After this incident, it's always Bill Goldberg. And I gotta say it like Bret Hart now.
Bill Goldberg is the worst wrestler ever.
Bill Goldberg is the way he emphasizes it. He's like,
Yeah,
Bill Goldberg is the worst.
I can't do a Bret Hart impression, but it says he's always just like Bill Goldberg's got to be the worst wrestler to ever face, to ever walk the earth. Like
That was pretty good.
Bill Goldberg
Bill
can't even.
Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg can't wrestle his way out of a phone booth. Uh, he kicked my fucking head off. If I would have known his move was to kick somebody's head for real, I would have at least I would have prepared for it. Hey, duck the kick. I don't know what that means, Bill. Fucking Brett, man. I want to talk about another crybaby. Him and Brett, man. I don't know. They got Brett's pretty. And full disclosure,
you know when Brett's on the fucking up on the moral high ground, you're fucking
yeah.
Because this guy does nothing but cry and whine about how he was mistreated and how he's better than this or better than that, or he's the epitome and he knows right. And it's like, and don't get me wrong, again, a lot of that is accurate, or at least like 80% accurate. It's definitely inflated, self-inflated. But he definitely is one of the top technical wrestlers in history.
Bret Hart, in-ring performer, Mount Rushmore. In-ring performer.
It's
maybe not on the mic.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Bret wasn't good on the mic.
He's so bitter.
You're right. But I'm going to tell you, though, all of my favorite matches, so like some of my favorite wrestlers, Scott Hall, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, all these people, X-Pac, all these people, when you go back and you want to look at their greatest matches, it's all with Bret Hart. Every single one's with Bret Hart. Yeah, I mean, when you go back and look, like, and trust me, like I said, like, I get it. He's a bitch, whatever. I fucking go back and look at all those great matches. Bret Hart.
Yeah.
A lot of people say Shawn Michaels' greatest in-ring performer, but what's his best matches? Some people bring up Undertaker. Some people bring up different things. They're all Bret Hart matches. Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, in-ring, I'm saying, in-ring. Bret Hart, man, dude, it's hard to beat Bret Hart in an in-ring match. His wrestling was so pretty. Shawn Michaels.
But
that's a hot take for some people. But
Bret Hart, like you said, they moved on from Hogan. They promised him the world, and then Hogan made them shift gears and become edgy. And Bret didn't want to become edgy. He was too babyface and cartoony, and he had this idea of what wrestling should be, and he didn't want to adapt. And again, it's like, so bro, like, to this day, it's just like Goldberg 30 years later, like, bro, at what point are you guys just going to be like, hey, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I was too stubborn?
Yeah, Bret Hart just recently came and complained about, at SummerSlam they didn't have a seat for him.
Yeah, it's like, bro, bullshit.
Oh, well, even if it's not bullshit, go sit in the back with the boys.
Right.
You act like you're not fucking weren't invited in the back. Go sit in the monitor.
What's the problem? I'd rather be in fucking Gorilla than fucking sitting in the stands.
Undertaker.
But again, he wanted to be on TV.
Well, Undertaker, who just did a job for them not too long ago, LFT and all this other shit. Undertaker was sitting in the back watching it on a monitor. That's what he said on his own podcast. So give me a break, man. Bret Hart, get over it.
Fuck out of here. Bunch of crybabies.
Another mark
for himself.
Another mark for himself.
Another mark for himself. But speaking of stiff working wrestlers who
who are we talking about?
So speaking of stiff workers. We're going to talk about Raquel Rodriguez.